We're here with the Deathwatch Index. Uh, so, just like the Black Templars, this is being done after Chaos because of streaming issues yesterday. We didn't get to get all the Marine chapters done. Uh, so, so here's their army ride rule: kill teams. Each time an attack targets a kill team unit from your army that contains models with different toughness characteristics. Until the attacking unit finishes making its attacks, use the toughness characteristics of the majority of the models in that unit when determining that roll is required for that attack. To successfully wound, if two or more toughness are tied, take the highest. For the purpose of determining which models can embark with a transport model, kill team Terminator models, kill team Outride models, kill team Biker models, and models equipped with jump packs, each take up space of two models, but can otherwise embark within a transport that a unit can embark within, even though similar mounted models and other units may have the Terminator mounted jump pack keywords. Ugh. So they basically, if you have those in those kill teams, they can get a new transport they normally can't. For the purpose of interacting with terrain features, all models in the unit with kill team ability are treated as infantry, even though similar models in other units may have mounted or jump pack keywords. Whew. Alright, so that's a lot. So all their army rule does is just explain to you how their kill team works. Uh, and then their detachment rule is, well, they also get Oath of the Moment. So that's fine. They have Oath of the Moment, and this just clarifies kill teams. Alright, so never mind. So they still get Oath of the Moment. And then detachment rules, they get army include Deathwatch unit, but cannot include a Depth of Astartes from other chapters. You cannot take Assault Squad with Jump Pack, Attack Bike, Devastator Squad, Lance Feeder Storm, Scout Sniper Squad, Tactical Squad. At the start of your command phase, you can select one of the mission tactics listed below. Until the start of your next command phase, that mission tactic is active and its effects apply to all units from your army with this ability. So this is basically very similar to combat doctrines. It's just they have tactics instead, so they do different stuff. You can have everybody sustained hits 1, everybody lethal hits, everybody precision. Alright, don't know if I like that better than combat doctrines or not, but it's definitely different, gives a little more different flavor. Then here's their strats: armor contempt, adaptive tactics. Basically, you can put one of your units into a different of your chosen tactics in addition to the regular one, or no, instead. So you basically swap it out for one of your units. And then you have teleportarium. Up to 2 kill team units from your army, or 1 Adeptus Astartes infantry unit from your army. Remove those units from the battlefield and remorph them step. Or end of your opponent's fight phase. You basically put them back into reserve, and they come back on your turn. You can't select them if they're within engagement range of enemy units. Then Hellfire rounds your shooting phase. Up to 2 kill team units from your army that have not been selected to shoot this phase, or 1 other Adeptus Astartes unit from your army, excluding vehicles that has not been selected to shoot this phase. Till the end of this phase, ranged weapons equipped by models in your unit have the anti-infantry 2+ and anti-monster 5+. You cannot select any units that have already been targeted with either Kraken round or Dragonfire rounds for this stratagem. Alright, so basically you give your unit anti-infantry 2+ and anti-monster 5+. Then we have Kraken rounds, same, up to 2 kill teams or 1 other team or other unit, not vehicles, until the end of the phase. Improve their AP by 1 and improve the range by 6. And once again, you can only put 1 round on any unit. Then so they give us Dragonfire. Same thing, 2 kill teams or 1 other, no vehicle. Until the end of the phase, models gain assault and ignore cover. Alright. Real solid. The Hellfire round is the one that comes up later in the big combo everyone's talking about. We got a Thief of Secrets. Depth of Astartes model only. Improve the strength, damage, and armor duration characteristics of bearer's melee weapons by 1. If an enemy model is destroyed as a result of a melee attack made by the bearer at the end of that phase until the end of the battle, improve strength, damage, armor, penetration characteristics of the bearer's melee weapons by 1 instead. So if the character kills at least 1 enemy model, it's not unit and doesn't have to be character. So basically, you improve his strength, damage, and armor penetration by 1 naturally, and then if he kills an enemy model, all that becomes 2 instead. We got the Beacon Angelus. Model in your bearer's unit have deep strike ability. In addition, you can target the bearer's unit with the rapid ingress strat for 0 CP. That's really nice. Then you have the Osseous Key. Watchmaster or Tech Marine model only. At the start of your opponent's shooting phase, select one enemy vehicle unit, excluding Titanic, within 12, invisible to bearer. That model must take a leadership test. If that test is passed, till the end of the phase, same model that unit makes an attack, subtract one of the hit roll. If the test is failed, they can't shoot. That's cool. Then they got the Tomb of Ectoclades. Watchmaster or Captain only. Once per battle, after you have selected an enemy unit using the Oath of the Moment ability in your command phase, the bearer can use this enhancement if they are on the battlefield. When they do, select a second enemy unit until the start of your next command phase. Each time a depth-started model from your makes an attack that targets either of those units, you can reroll. So basically, you can put Oath of the Moment on 2 units. Actually, I really like this one. That's really good. The Deep Strike and Rapid Ingress is really nice. That's not that great. This one could be really big. So they got some decent enhancements. Then we get the Watchmaster, pretty standard captain profile. Got a Vigil Spear, 2 attacks, strength 4, AP 0, 2 damage, and then in combat it gets Lance, 6 attacks, strength 6, -2, D3 damage. Then has Strategic Knowledge. While he's leading a unit, the unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge and turn its fell back. And then once per battle, your warlord is on the battlefield. He has the Vact where he can increase one of the stratagems your opponent uses by 1 CP for the rest of the battle. You can join Deathwatch Veterans and the Proteus Kill Team. We got Watch Captain Artemis. Looks like a T4 4 wounds, pretty standard profile there. Hellfire Extremist, Anti-Infantry 4, Devastating Wounds, Ignore Cover Torrent. 12-inch range, D6, Strength 4, -1 damage. So basically a flavor with -1 and Devastating Wounds. Oh, and Anti-Infantry 4+, so that's okay. Mastercrafted Power Weapon. Fail on Plane 6+. Tactical Instinct. While this model is leading a unit, you can target that unit with a stratagem. Even that stratagem has already been used on another unit from your army this phase. In addition, that unit can be targeted with a stratagem even while it's battle shocked. That's really nice. And the start, Unstoppable Champion. At the first time this model is destroyed, roll 1d6 at the end of the phase. On a 2-up, set it back up as close as possible, and then with 1 wound remaining. So this you still have to spend CP for it, but you can use the stratagem twice, and on a battle shocked unit. You can join Deathwatch Veterans and Proteus Kill Team. We get Kill Team Cassius. This is Chaplain Cassius. Kill Team Veterans, Kill Team Terminator, Kill Team Biker. Alright, so pretty standard stats for all those guys. They have a Deathwatch Twin Bolt Gun, which is 4 attacks, strength 4, AP 0, damage. This is basically just a bolt gun with extra shots. They got the Frag Cannon, which is D3 shots, strength 7, -1, 2 damage. Blast Heavy, rapid fire D3. And then they have a Long Vigil ranged weapon, Anti-Infantry 4+, Devastating Wounds, rapid fire 1. So 1 a shot, strength 4, AP 0, damage. They have Psychic Cleanse, which is D6, strength 5, -1, D3 damage. Combat, they have the Long Vigil melee weapon, which is 4 attacks, strength 4, -1 damage. Catechism of Death. While this unit contains Chaplain Cassius, melee weapons equipped by models on that unit have the Devastating Wounds ability. Then Unflinching. Each time this unit takes a battle shock or leadership test, you can reroll it. And then the bearer, if they have the jump pack, the bearer has a move character of 12 and can move over models and train as if they were not there. And the Psychic Hood. Models in the bearer's unit have the Feel No Pain 4+ ability against psychic attacks. So does Chaplain Cassius have a Psychic Hood? Is he like a psyker? But he's a chaplain? That's interesting. And these are all named, or maybe one of these guys is a psyker. Here's Cassius, his Artificer Crozius. Let's see. Oh, Genus Nortoran, I guess, is the psyker. And he has a force weapon. Alright, so this is like unnamed, everybody's a named person in here. Alright. Then Deathwatch Veterans. T4 2 wounds, pretty standard profile. Bolt gun, frag cannon, furnace heavy bolter. His heavy sustained hits 1. Then It also has a first head flamer, an extra AP or something. I'm not sure if I see the difference between the other versions of those. I might just be missing it. Uh, then they have a Deathwatch Thunderhammer, devastating wounds, strength 10 negative 3 damage. Now that's a Thunderhammer. Then they have a Xenophase Blade, devastating wounds, 4 attacks, strength 5 negative 1 damage. Death to alien. Each time while this unit makes an attack, reroll a hit roll of 1. If the target of that attack does not have the Imperium or Chaos keyword, you can reroll a hit roll instead. Then they start a shield. Alright, that's fine. Then we have all their options here, 5 to 10 models. If a model can join Vanguards, it can join them. Then we have the Deathwatch Terminator Squad, standard profile up top, standard weapon profile, although they can take a plasma cannon, that looks like, which most Marine Terminators can't. The rest of this looks the same. Each time they charge me with an engagement, the unit takes a battle shock test. That's nice. And then they have access to the teleport homer. And then this can take 5 to 10. Here's all the normal weapon options. They have a veteran bike squad, normal bike stat line. They have a long vigil ranged weapon, and so this bike squad with some of the extra weapons they can take, and just their turbo booster rule. So no extra rules, just extra weapon options. 3 to 6. Corvus Black Star. Aircraft, so 20-inch or 20 up to 20 if he's hover, 20 or more if he's not. 10 wounds or 10 toughness, 14 wounds. OC 0. Black Star rocket launcher is blast, d6 plus 1, strength 5 AP 0 1 damage. Storm strike missile launcher, strength 10 negative 3 damage, 1 shot. Then cluster launcher. Each time this model ends a normal move, you can select one enemy unit it moved over. Roll 66. Each 5-up suffers 1 mortal wound, so average 2 mortal wounds. Then there's the Auspex array. Ranged weapons equipped by the bearer have the ignores cover ability. That's always nice. And then he has the smoke keyword. No, he can either have smoke keyword or the ignore cover. You have to choose between the two. Alright, then we got the Proteus kill team. Pretty standard stat line there. All weapons that we've seen before. Proteus Doctrine. Each time a model in this unit makes an attack that targets a unit that's not below half strength, add 1 to the hit roll. Jump packs 12-inch move. So that's, they get a couple extra options, and then that's that, and then they just can mix and match this stuff. 5 to 10 kill team veterans. So they have to take at least 5 veterans, and then they can add this extra stuff to it. Then we have the Fortis kill team, which is Intercessor or Outrider. Each time a model in this unit makes an attack that targets unit below half strength, add 1 to the hit roll. So that's the same as the other one, I believe. No, that's below. The other one is if they're not below. Actually, if they get +1 to hit, if they're not below, they get +1 to hit if they are below. That's going to be confusing to keep track of. So they can get a Plasma Incinerator. Strength 7 negative 1 damage, strength 8 negative 3 2 damage. Assault heavy, assault hazardous heavy. So I guess it's just assault is the difference in 24-inch range. And then 5 to 10 intercessors, and then they can take. Oh, I guess the plasma incinerator. I guess they can take. They call them intercessor with plasma incinerator, but they're the inceptors, and these are heavy intercessors. All right, and then you can take 2 outriders. All right, and then the Indomitor kill team. Assault bolters, auto bolt storm gauntlets, frank storm, plasma exterminators, plasma incinerator. Who has a plasma incinerator? This Plasma Exterminator is the Inceptors. Uh, oh, is that Hellblasters? That must be Hellblasters. All right. Yeah, Deathwatch is so confusing. Like they give them the weapon and the model, but they don't. Why don't they just call them Hellblasters? So the Odometer Kill Team. All this what we're seeing. This is basically looks like it's gonna be like aggressors, and these are the Inceptors. Each time a model in this unit makes an attack, add one to the hit roll if the unit is below its starting strength. Add one to the wound well if it's below half strength. So they can take 5 Kill Team Heavy Intercessors. Intercessors with Power Fist, that would be the aggressors, I'm assuming. Intercessors with Melta Rifles, that's Eradicators, and then these are the Inceptors. Alright. Then you can take a Spectrus Kill Team. They have Accelerator Autocannon, so that's going to be a suppressor, I guess. Bolt Carbine. So I guess these are going to be like Reavers and stuff. At the end of your opponent's turn, if this unit is more than 6 inches away from all enemy units, you can remove it from the battlefield and revive back. That's another one where at the end of your opponent's turn, you can go back into reserves and come back. Helix Gauntlet gives the unit 6 up Feel No Pain. Comms Array, they can possibly refund a CP when they get a strat. So, Infiltrators, Infiltrator with Bolt Sniper Rifle, that's the Eliminators. Kill Team Infiltrators with Jump Pack. Kill Team Infiltrator with Oculus Bolt Carbine, that's Incursors. Kill Team Infiltrators with Combat Knives, I'm assuming that's the Reapers. I'm not sure who the Infiltrators with Jump Pack are. Alright, and then that's all for the Deathwatch. So their combo is pretty much with the which team was it? The one that has the combi weapons. Was it the Proteus? No, which one is it? Fortis. Yeah, I guess it's the Fortis. They take the long range. That's only one shot. 2 shots at 12. So I guess you take a 10-man. That's 20 shots. Shoving too many videos. I can't. My brain can't process. I know there's a combo in here for doing a bunch of mortal wounds, and then the captain strat. You can pop that. I know it has to do with the anti-infantry Hellfire rounds, and doing that strat twice, and putting it on the unit that has devastating wounds on their shooting. And I was pretty sure it was a kill team. Don't really see it on. Was there another kill team up here that I missed? Or is it possibly not on the kill team? Maybe it's on the veterans or something? Because the long vigil is just rapid fire with one shot. Alright. My brain can't process what this combo is right now. But it's out there if look it up if you want to, but there is some combo. I know a lot of people are talking about it. If you have Deathwatch, cool, use it while you can. Don't go buy all these models just to do it for a week or a month until they nerf it, because they are going to nerf it. They're not going to let that stand. They never do. They're going to cap the mortal wound output. We all know it's going to happen. Especially at the start of 10th, they really don't want any hiccups or stains on the new edition. I mean, there's going to be some, but they're going to try to eliminate them as quickly as possible. So build for what. Don't go for the broken combos unless you have the models in the tournament that weekend and you want to take advantage of it. Cool, whatever, do you. But don't go waste your money buying all this stuff just for a combo that's going to be gone in a couple weeks, most likely, if not right when the edition drops. Uh, but that's it for that. So thank you guys for watching.